What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? We are back with Detective Pikachu Returns. Does the music here sound oddly familiar to anyone? It almost feels like a remix version of something like I'd hear in Pokemon Stadium or something like that. Just like menu music. Mag? Yeah, I don't have one of those cool voice changer things, so I'm not putting on a little electric voice. Why aren't we running away? Well, I gotta get my hat back from Corviknight. Mag? Thanks for looking out for me. You stay safe too. Well, of course we gotta get our hat back. It's like our defining feature. What are we gonna run around looking like a regular Pikachu for the rest of the game? Oh my god, look at how he runs. Okay. Oh, check it out. It's a Alolan Executor. There we go. Pikachu, look. How do you like these apples? I don't know where that voice came from. They're scattered all over the place. What a mess.
Hey.
Now I know what we're doing. Okay. It just keeps popping up in the corner, so I keep thinking I have to talk to him. Oh, it's Applin! Aww. App. It's dangerous here, Applin. You should find somewhere safe to do this. I can't do the voice right now. I don't know. That's odd. Doesn't seem like it wants to leave. Let's talk to it.
Hey.
I haven't seen any Applin in the city before. Where'd you come from? App. Nah, you go to sleep in a wooden crate, and when you wake up, you're always somewhere new. So the apple vendor travels to different locations, and this Applin gets carried along. The apple vendor probably doesn't know about this Applin. Apoo. Something suddenly shook it awake a moment ago. I'll bet that was Corviknight. Same goes for those crates getting toppled over. I don't see the apple vendor. They must have evacuated the area. App. So the wooden crate shook, you got thrown out, and that's when you realized your friends were missing? Got separated, then let's help find its friends. Good thinking. How many friends were there with you? App. 2? Okay, got it. I think I get what's going on here, but as much as I'd like to get my hat back from Corviknight, we can't just abandon Pokemon in need. Great detectives. We should investigate the fallen apples. Something about it seems odd. Maybe we should investigate that first. So does anyone know, does this take place in the regular Pokemon world? So are there like Pokeballs and you capture Pokemon and go on the gym challenge and, oh my god, hey, check it out, a Sinistea, I think. Either that's a cup shaped like a Sinistea or that's a Sinistea sitting there. Oh, we can't just cut down eggs.
Whoa! This tree's an Executor!
Okay, so it's saying Alolan form, so it's gotta be within the regular Pokemon world. Wait, isn't this an Alolan Executor? I'd never seen one before, so I didn't even realize that. What's it doing here in Rhyme City? Why don't we ask? And get some other questions in while we're at it. We can't investigate until it moves away. Hey, Executor, over here. Look down, by your feet. Oh, don't all talk at once. How about this, Executor? I'll tell you which head should answer. Sound good? Eggs. Oops, forgot to say which head.
Hey!
You, Midlist Head. Why are you here? Guess it's been traveling around with the apple vendor. And then explains why it's here in Rhyme City.
Hey!
You right head, tell me what happened here. Corviknight came flying through, and when you tried to dodge it, it bumped into the apple stand. I knew it. By the way, have you seen a hat? Corviknight took mine. Guess it happened too suddenly for you to tell. Oh well.
Hey!
Left head, we've got a favor to ask. Sorry, but we want to search through those apples scattered behind you. Could you scooch over a bit? Ah, good, it moved. Now we can investigate the scene. Well, I see another applin. This is where all the scammed, and let's begin the investigation. Yeah, the two missing applin. That's right, a lot of apples. Don't overlook them. Well, I already see one. I've been sitting over there pretending to be an apple. This take a whole lot of patience. Patiently staying still is one of your talents. Impressive. That Corviknight got you wrapped up in quite the mess, though, didn't it? Your friend is waiting for you. I think I have. So I guess both apples? Or both applin have to be here.
Oh, this is a tasty apple. You want some too, Tim?
Okay.
To pay for it.
I thought maybe he was eating an applin. Search pretty thoroughly. I don't see my hat or applin. Where could it be? Huh? Did you see something move behind that crate? What? No, I didn't notice anything. Try checking again. Maybe something's changed. It's his hat! My hat! Corviknight dropped it. Could have sworn it wasn't here earlier. Anyway, I'm just glad to have it back.
This was a real pain. Huh? Hey, get back here! The heck?
Hey, quit playing around.
Hey, I'm not playing at all! My hat keeps moving on its own!
That's ridiculous, Pikachu.
See? Told you so.
Executor.
Guess I've gotta go get it.
Guess so.
People have always told me they like Executor. I've never understood it.
Tim, lift me up.
I've never liked its design. Just even base form, Executor, I've never been a fan of.
All right. Don't hurt yourself.
Please, this'll be nothing.
Maybe it's the anime, just because every time I've seen Executor, it just seems really dumb. Not cute dumb, like a Quagsire.
Finally got you back.
Pikachu, it's an applin. Whoa. You okay? Fine and dandy. Nice catch, by the way. Are the Applin okay, too? Yep, they are all happy to be reunited. Good, glad they're all right. So one of them was wearing my hat, huh? Seeing it move on its own really threw me for a loop. I'm sure Corviknight dropped the hat mid-flight and it just happened to fall on top of Applin. Oh yeah, hey Tim, where's my hat? Don't worry, I've got it. At the end of the day, I'm just glad I didn't lose my hat.
Yeesh, that was a hassle. Yeah, now that's more like it.
Yeah, you look like yourself again.
Thanks, Tim. Harry gave me this hat to commemorate our partnership.
The awards ceremony will resume shortly. We ask that all participants please return to the venue at this time.
I guess we better hurry back.
That darn Corviknight. I'll let it off the hook just this once.
Great work. Thank you.
Well, what the hell did I do?
And you as well, Pikachu.
Yeah, I was looking for a hat.
I can't say it enough. Rhyme City owes you a debt of gratitude for your efforts. We strive for coexistence between people and Pokémon in our fair city. And you two are the ideal detective duo. On behalf of the city, I am pleased to present you with this medal.
Thank you, Mayor Myers. I'm honored.
Of course, you get one too, Pikachu.
Yeah, I'm the great detective.
Pika Pika to you too, little hero. Both of you, keep up that great work.
Way to go, Tim!
Congratulations, hon! Tim, I was so proud of you today.
You're amazing, Tim.
Yeah, well.
You think so?
Everyone knows all about the amazing work you two have done. There was the Eevee abduction case, the fossil stealing spree.
And the Rhine Tower standoff case, too. They even made a movie based on the R case.
Yeah, I thought
Wait,
that
is that a
movie was pretty
reference?
good. But how come Mom and me didn't even show up in it?
I have no idea, but movies usually do their own thing, don't they?
Yeah, I guess.
Is that a joke about the movie with Ryan Reynolds
by the way,
and all that?
I've been meaning to ask you something. This is Dad's Pikachu, right?
I never saw that. I probably should. I've heard it.
Yeah.
I've heard it was good.
He's my partner at the moment, though.
I see.
Whoa, whoa. What's with all the staring?
Well, you have a hat. It's
He saved
awesome.
your dad from trouble many times.
Wow!
Oh, Pikachu, the news is about to start. Maybe there's an update on that Corviknight.
Yeah.
You know, you moved your game to the Switch, which you know is a little different than the handhelds and everything. You don't have to give us these static camera angles. It's just an odd decision for me.
Yep.
The first time in Rhyme City, right, Sophia? And it's so busy and fun. I'm glad I came. Corviknight surprised me, though. I'm glad you and Mom are okay.
Right.
I'm glad you're safe and doing well, Tim, but you hardly ever call. I know no news is supposed to be good news, but you take that a bit too far. Sorry, Mom.
Well...
I haven't been to Rhyme City in quite some time now. Not since I last saw your father. Gosh, I guess it's been about 2 years then.
Speaking of which,
Tim, are you getting enough to eat? Yeah, stopping by the Hi-Hat Cafe for breakfast is part of my daily routine. The Hi-Hat Cafe? It's Pikachu's favorite spot. It's so close now that we've moved. I've been going there pretty much every morning. Maybe I should make some dinner for you tomorrow night then. It's been a while. You miss my cooking, don't you? Of course. Thanks, Mom. I'm looking forward to it. We interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to bring you this breaking news. What's going on?
According to amateur footage we've received from a viewer, Pokémon appear to have caused an explosion. This explosion occurred in the mountain range northeast of Rhyme City. This may be related to the recent uptick in incidents involving Pokémon.
Just a casual Mewtwo.
Rhyme City Police and the newly established Pokémon Protection Bureau are investigating. Amelia Christie signing off.
Hey, Tim, did you catch that?
I hope that incident doesn't have anything to do with Dad.
Same here.
Mewtwo told me 2 years ago. Dad's alive, and we'll be able to find him as long as we don't give up.
Yeah, Mewtwo is still our only connection to finding Harry.
whispering to Pikachu, are you? You're just like your father, talking to Pokémon like that.
Oh, really? It's been 2 years since the R incident. Since then, we've solved all kinds of cases. The mayor even gave us an award for it. I can still talk to Pikachu and understand him. If the two of us keep solving cases together, I'm sure we'll find my dad someday. Whoa, that's a lot of Whimsicott.
Sure is. They ride through on seasonal winds every year.
I hear they can be real pranksters.
If they get in a house they like, they scatter cotton everywhere.
Sounds like a pain to clean up.
Yep. The sweet smell of coffee is calling my name.
It's the perfect Pikachu bait.
Did it look like Tim was moonwalking? Was trying to walk over? Rhyme City Police Inspector Frank Holliday.
Inspector Holliday, did you finally find my dad?
Sorry. No. I'm here on a different case. We've received reports of a jewel theft. Could you lend me a hand with this one?
Of course.
Yeah, let's get like the local teenager and his Pikachu to help with a jewel case.
Sorry, but Brad is waiting for me. I'll go ahead and meet up with you there.
So much for my coffee.
We have this grisly double murder. Let's go get the teenager. What for? There's no need to rush. You gotta be calm and unhurried if you want to do your best investigating. I guess that's true. Pikachu is a real talkative Pokemon. See this icon, press the right button to chat with them. Sometimes Pikachu's trying to get your attention. The icon will bounce, yada 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 yada. Okay.
Tim. Look, I know we need to hurry, but would it really hurt if we relaxed a bit? For instance... Oh, here's a good idea. You could listen to some sage advice from a great detective like me.
I cannot get enough of this voice. But Holiday's waiting. We better join him.
All right. Let's continue on for a bit more. Whoa!
Okay. Oh, dope. Big ass Hariyama over here. Hariyama's facing off against Polyrath again. My partner Hariyama loves showing off his strength, especially when he can test it off against somebody else. And since Polyrath is also proud of its muscles, Hariyama considers it his rival. Once they start going at it, it's hard to stop them. Yikes. Guess we better avoid that alley for now. Should we talk to him? Nope. Great job, Jesus Christ. Maractus. Your dancing is so cute. From the top. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Whoa!
Yeah, I mean the joke that I was making, you know, is like we've got a grisly double murder. Let's get the local teenagers to help out. Well, wasn't that a South Park bit where the kids were playing cop, and they end up joining the police force, and they're being sent, you know, as good work, junior detectives. Next up, we have a brutal triple homicide. That episode was nuts. This way, the crime took place at the Dennis residence up ahead.
Well, 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 if it isn't the great detectives.
Why was that in quotes? Yeah, it's been a while, Brad. Yeah, I see you're on the case, too. I suppose that means you are as well. You private detectives do love sticking your noses into every little thing. If Mr. Dennis hadn't requested you personally, I'd be asking you to leave right now. Yep, still a jerk. Think he's still holding a grudge from that time we showed him up? Yeah, he says no funny business. Sheesh, no wonder you two are partners. That's enough, Brad. We're going to be conducting this investigation together. This is the scene of the crime, yeah? Yes, this mansion belongs to Sanjeev Dennis, a jeweler. Mr. Dennis is one of the wealthiest men in Rhyme City. Under normal circumstances, a civilian like yourself would never have the opportunity to meet him. Make sure you don't do anything to offend him. Oh, don't get in the way of our investigation either. He's just gotta go... I'm gonna go just hurl myself off a bridge now. He's just got to get a dig in somewhere, doesn't he? Okay, Tim, come inside. I don't know why, it's weird seeing the cops hanging out with Manetrix. Like, yeah, you'd think they'd hang out with Growliths.
I see.
Alright, Tim, Mr. Dennis is waiting for you in the room to the right. Thanks, Inspector Holliday. You know, like they'd be with Growliths or Houndooms or, you know, some sort of... I mean, yeah, Manetric's a dog Pokemon, but again, you'd think it would be more of a... I don't know, just something that's, you know, like you know, Houndoom is supposed to be more of a... I'm sorry, Houndour is the first form, Houndoom is the second one. What, they're supposed to be Dobermans, aren't they? Well, I guess it's not a police dog. Oh, like what about like a Rockruff or a Lycanroc or something like that?
Oh, Tim, I've been waiting for you.
Oh, I love this voice. Aww. Somebody pet him. Oh my gosh. He needs petted. My name is Sanjeev Dennis. I'm a jeweler, and this is my partner, Growlith. Do you call him Growly? If anybody remembers that? If anybody gets that reference? I'm Detective Tim Goodman, and this is my partner, Pikachu. Sorry to jump right into it, but could you please tell us what you know about the incident?
Oh.
A precious jewel was stolen while I was out of the house. It's called the Aurora Drop, and it's a very rare jewel indeed. The Aurora Drop. What a mysterious name. Magical, even. The thief injured one of my staff members and made off with the jewel. Thankfully, my staff member's injuries were minor, and yet, is something sticking out to you as odd? Well, the police are treating my trusted butler as the prime suspect. They think the butler did it? Could you tell me a bit more about the stolen jewel? It looks like this. Most gemstones must first be cut and polished into beautiful jewels, but the Aurora Drop is said to have naturally formed into its shape. The way it shines looks a bit like an aurora. Yes, that's precisely how it got its name. The Aurora Drop has been the subject of many a tale, but it was thought to be nothing more than fiction. Even among us jewelers, for the longest time, we called it a jewel of legend. He wasn't kidding when he called it precious. Guess it's no surprise that Jesus Christ, I can't read. Guess it's no surprise that someone wanted to steal it. Definitely sounds valuable. Where were you displaying it? I kept it securely locked within a special reinforced case inside my jewel storage room. There are locks on both the storage room door and the reinforced case. And yet, despite all that security, it still got stolen. Of course, every time it asks me to select a new option, I stretch my shoulder, so I'm got the controller in my right hand over the back of my chair, so I'm stretching, but I can't reach across and toggle down. You mentioned that the police already have a suspect. Yes, they believe that the thief is my own trusted butler, Barnes. Why do they think that? Because Barnes and I are the only people who have the access key to the storage room. What's keeping someone from getting to it? The key is always kept around Growlith's neck. If anyone but Barnes or myself attempts to take it from her, Growlith will stop barking. But Growlith is a very loyal Pokemon. She would never allow the key to be taken by a stranger. I don't see a key around Growlith's neck right now, though. The police think Barnes took it. That would certainly make sense, assuming Barnes really is the culprit. Mr. Dennis, if possible, I'd like to talk with Barnes. He's currently being questioned by the police. But you don't believe Barnes is the thief, is that correct? I've known Barnes since we were young. He's worked in this home for years and has always served us well. I'm certain that he'd never steal from me. And I couldn't possibly imagine him hurting anyone. So you're saying Barnes didn't do it, and the real culprit is still at large? That's right. Someone else must have stolen the jewel. Please, help me prove that Barnes is innocent. Yeah, so that's why he called us here, to clear his butler's name. We'll talk to Barnes later. So finding the Aurora Drop and clearing Barnes of suspicion. Those are two things you called us here to do. Could you please? You're the only ones I can count on. Our job is to investigate the case and reveal the truth. We won't know if Barnes is truly innocent until we look into it more. Yeah, the police must have at least some reason to suspect him. But we'll do what we can. If that's acceptable with you, we'll take the case. That's more than acceptable. Thank you, Tim. Great. In that case, may I start investigating the scene of the crime? Oh, of course. The jewel storage room is just upstairs. I know you won't let me down. Wait a second, Tim. There's something I want to try, starting with this case. Something you want to try? Yeah, a case notebook. The writers for Detective Journal swear by it. Detective Journal? That's the magazine you're always reading, right? Yeah, that's the one. They researched the most efficient ways for detectives to organize their case notes. The solution they came up with was a case notebook. Sounds intriguing. How does it work? Yeah, I'm getting to that. First, open up your notebook. Okay, first let's write in the notebook any burning questions that arise while we're investigating. We'll summarize the testimony and evidence that we've gathered during our investigation on the page below. After we've collected enough testimonies and evidence to begin deducing, the begin deducing option will appear. When you select this, we can start deducing the answers to our questions. We don't have enough testimonies or evidence right now, but once we do, we'll be able to start deducing. I guess actually using the notebook is the best approach. So Tim, what do you have to do right now? We have to collect testimonies and evidence and figure out how the jewel was stolen. To do that, we first have to investigate the scene of the crime. And that's right, let's go check the jewel storage room. Okay, my first wild guess of the detective game. I'm going with Silver Waves, because Pokemon Silver was Lugia, while Gold was Ho-Oh. Okay, so here's my wild off the cuff guess. That the key just got lost, and it was a clef key that was what it was used to get inside the room.
I see.
I think you heard what Mr. Dennis has to say. I'm guessing he also told you about the butler. Definitely not pleased that Barnes has fallen under suspicion. Seems that way. In my position, I'm not at liberty to share all the information we've given, but if there's anything I can do to help, just let me know. What was the situation in the mansion at the time of the incident? Still looking into that. I'm sure you'll get more direct answers by talking to the witnesses themselves. He's right. We should just take this one step at a time, gather our own intel. I was told Barnes is the police's prime suspect. Well, the circumstantial evidence certainly seems to be pointing in this direction. Doesn't sound terribly convinced. Does anything strike you as odd? Yeah, actually, I can't think of a single motive for Barnes to steal the jewel. It doesn't appear to bear any ill will towards Mr. Dennis, and he's in no trouble financially. That being said, we may uncover a motive in the course of our investigation. But for now, I can't say anything with certainty. Understood. I hear the Aurora Drop is an incredibly valuable jewel. The Aurora Drop's not just valuable, it's famous throughout the entire jewelry industry. Then there must be plenty of people who'd like to get their hands on it. Could the jewel have been stolen by an intruder? I can't rule out the possibility, but based on current evidence, I'd like to say the likelihood of burglary is low.
Quit playing dumb! We've got evidence that proves you're the culprit! Yeah, did I scare you, Tim? I felt like practicing my interrogating.
I love you. So ridiculous. Currently... Yeah, so I'm guessing we can't go in there. Don't want to waste time chatting. Awfully stubborn. Okay. Alrighty then, my dudes. I think this is where we're going to call this one, and we will get on our investigation of the jewel, or the stolen jewel, the Aurora jewel. I don't know. I'm hungry. So I'm trying to rush this and go eat. So thanks for watching, guys. Social media is down in the description below. Like, comment if you're not already. Please subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for more next time. But until then, I'm out.